Alright, let's see if this will work. I tried to turn off that crazy focus thing, so hopefully it will not do that zoom in and out. I keep forgetting about that, and it's some setting you have to turn off. Every time I turn it off, I bump that camera and I have to start over with recording it, so. This might be offensive to some people, but it's a joke. Some characters from my project I'm working on. And I just wanted to do the pencils and see if I can get some inks laid down real quick. Nothing crazy. I might use this brush. I've been wanting to use this brush pen. It's not really a brush the way I thought it would be. It looks more like just a regular old marker, but what the heck. And then I figure in a separate video, or maybe in this same one, I'll just maybe splice it together, but I'll color it. I'm just trying to darken these lines up a little bit because they're really not showing up on the camera. I haven't really just drawn and colored anything in a while. The last thing I did was some terrible, just random sketch thing, and I was using some cheap markers on my channel there. I haven't really done anything that I've been insanely proud of recently. So I haven't really done any finished pieces. It's such a weird thing. I used to draw and color all the time, and I would always have all these finished colored drawings. I'm going to a comic convention in a little bit. It's a little local one, nothing crazy, but I don't have a lot of time right now, but I thought I would start this at least, and then that way, when I get back, I can color it and have something else to put up. I'm tired of having videos that aren't really related to my work. I don't want to just have a bunch of hauls, which is kind of what I was complaining about yesterday. I don't know how I feel about this anatomy. Everything's wrong. You know when you make stuff and first you're just sketching for fun, and then later you're like, wait a second, I really screwed all this up. That's how I feel right now. But that's okay. It's just supposed to be just a fun illustration, so. And it's in pencil, so we can fix it. Anything's erasable. That's what I gotta tell myself now, because I'm not trying to do all that redrawing mess. Fixing this, fixing that. So, in the story, somebody asked in the comments on the other video, what's it about? And I'm trying to avoid getting into too much detail too soon, because I've heard that the more you talk about your project, the more in your mind that it seems like it's finished to you, and you lose your desire to work on it. And I think that might be partly true, because in the past I've always talked about all the details of my projects, and I would just discuss them with any and everybody that would listen, and I would be so excited about it in the beginning, and then it's like that excitement would just fizzle out right away within just a few weeks. And with this one, I've talked about it a little with some people close to me, and I've shared some details with them, but aside from that, I really haven't told anyone about it. And I've been working pretty good on it. And I don't know if that's just me tricking myself. Maybe it's just a mental thing and I'm just making this up. But I swear I heard it somewhere and it seems to be partly true. But anyway, he's a dancer. in a club of sorts, if you can't gather that from his outfit. This is kind of a joke, really. I just wanted to do something ridiculous. And I don't know why when I write these stories, I always have like fictional brands. So there's actually a company that he works for, and they have promotions that they do and partner with brands. No one would ever get this partnership, not with that career, but when I say dancer, I don't mean like dancer in a music video either. I'm just trying to keep it PG, I guess. And I just had this image in my head for these two main characters dressed in these costumes. Why? I don't know. I also got that Goofy one I really want to do, and a Donald Duck one I really want to do. I just thought it would be kind of funny. And of course, you can't sell something like this, but I don't really care. I was just doing it for me. Just because. So she's got her little polka dot dress. I didn't give her any legs. And that's it. We have pencils. Woo! Alright, let's see. I don't know what the heck I did with my eraser brush. All this stuff was up here so nice and neat yesterday, and it's just a big mess up here on my desk right now. I did ink this other little chibi drawing, but I didn't erase the pencil lines yet, but I really want to color it in. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do that with some alcohol markers and do some colored pencil over top of it. Just something different. What time is it? I got to keep track here. I'm supposed to be meeting my friends soon, but I can't help myself. I thought I would draw a little bit before I go. I'm just fiending to draw. Of course, yesterday I didn't really work on my pages, so darn it. I don't know where my eraser brush is, but oh well. Let's see. Where's this marker? Let's do it. Let's do this brush. If I can find it. Is it this one? Yeah. Alright. So I guess I'm using this brown. This is not a brush pen at all. Oh my gosh. Mildly disappointed here. And of course, for these fabulous pencils, I just used a regular pencil. I was gonna use my mechanical pencil, but it was buried and I didn't feel like looking for it. I haven't inked anything really in so long. So I'm pretty excited to kind of get back into it. This is not the same at all as using a brush pen though. I'm a little sad. I thought it was gonna be a longer nib, and it's kind of just stumpy. I mean, it'll do the job, but I would be mad if I had just only purchased this by itself or bought the pack solely for this product. I just wanted to put these ridiculous gloves on him. And I think I might do this in colored pencil once I outline it. I do not like this. I'm sad. I thought I would like this marker. I really don't. Maybe it's just because I haven't used one in a long time. I don't know. I'm just overthinking. It just doesn't... It's so stiff. I thought it would be softer. You know, most brush pens are usually pretty soft, where you can vary your pressure a little bit more. I guess I can a little bit, but it's probably just me too. I usually don't use brush pens very often. Why use a brush pen when you can use a real brush, you know? see how much of this I can get done before I gotta rush out of here. I'm supposed to go to the ATM machine. I gotta get some cash for this convention. There's somebody texting me right now, probably wondering where the heck I'm at. Anyway, we'll get the main lines on here and then I'll leave and come back and finish the rest of this. Oops. That wasn't a very good line, was it? No. Oops. Here we go with my wonky lines. It's already off to a wonderful start. Okay. Let's see. Could I take prime and do some time for proper folds? Probably so. Will I? Probably not. Move that hand up a little bit. I just wanted to draw these little hats too. So fun. Probably get sued. We won't put that in the title. We'll just color this and call it a day. Her eyes are brown. I can just fill them in. His eyes are not. I will not. Okay. Almost there. Almost out of time. I gotta go. But we got the main lines down and we'll get the rest of them later. So that's it for now. I'll be back after the convention. All right, friends, we're back. And I'm at my desk. It's in a state of disarray, per usual. But it's a little worse today, honestly. But that's okay. I didn't get to finish anything up after I got back from the comic convention yesterday. So we're going to do some coloring today. And I've got my little cheapy drawing that I want to do with the markers and the colored pencils. So I got the markers out. I'm going to pick out some colors here once I get the camera repositioned and all that nonsense. And then I just finished up a little bit of inking on here off camera. Not my greatest work, but we're gonna go with it. And I want to do this one, I think, completely in colored pencil. So I took a couple pictures too in case I want to reprint the line art later on, and thought it would be fun to share some things here. So there's a couple other things I was scribbling out yesterday too. Not 100% happy with them, but just concept things for now, I suppose. But let me get the camera set up and we're gonna try this coloring thing again. I think I finally figured out how to make it decent to watch. So and I also figured out how to significantly reduce my upload times. I wish I would have known about compression prior to this, but you know, it is what it is. Doing the best we can. All right, let me set up the camera and we're gonna get coloring. Sorry, just making sure it's working. And I need to put a playlist on for myself because actually I don't know if I should do that because I might not be able to hear myself talking. So this is my main character, or one of the main characters I should say, in this webtoon project. His name is Dimitri. I just call him Demi. And actually this project involves a lot of characters that I already have. They're from a serious project of mine, and I kind of made an alternate universe version of them, and that's what I've been using them for, is this little side project. But everything that's in this story is just totally fake. The actual story is a serious story, and it's a fantasy, but this is set in modern times, and oops, and obviously I have him as a dancer, so he's just kind of a goofy, silly character. Sorry, I didn't fully get all my supplies set up. That was my first mistake. This is fun. I'm excited. I haven't really colored anything in a long time. I didn't erase the pencil lines out of here, so I just want to do that real quick. And I might have to touch up a couple of things with the brush pen or whatever the heck. Oh, I used the 0.5 micron on this, actually. I might not even fill in all the gaps, because sometimes it's nice just to do that with the colored pencils. We'll see. Oh yeah, today I'm using markers, which I never do, so that should be fun. So in the comic, he's in the first scene that he appears in, he has these little feathery fans that he's performing with. And I wanted to put that with him, and there's kind of a running joke with my family and my friends about this elephant trunk thong that he wears, so I wanted to put that in this little pinup art picture. Thought it would be funny, so we'll see. And what am I looking for? I need a sheet of paper to test these colors on. Might as well use the other side of this. Alright, so I wanted like a light blue, because this is light blue. And I'm going to do accents with the colored pencils. My hands are really sore this week, so I don't want to get too crazy. And I want to color the other drawing with colored pencils, so I'm trying to save some hand power here. Ignore these terrible sketches on the back. I just kind of do whatever. I don't know. I've never colored with these markers really on a serious piece, so I need to get some flesh tones. I need some shadows. I don't know if he's going to be golden. But I need flesh. I need shadow. I need hair. He has red hair. These skin colors are just always kind of weird with these markers. It's like, these are basically the same. Alright. He's pretty pale, so I kind of like this one, but I don't know. It's not really an even. This is a really cheap one. This is one of the ones I got from Five Below, so it'll be interesting to put some of these into a piece. Oh, that's way too dark. I have darker toned characters, so I like to have a wide range of these skin tones, but maybe this and this for some shadows, and then I can always... That seems way too dark, though, to go with that one. It's tricky because I don't have a huge range of colors, so some of these really aren't going to go together. But we're going to do the best we can. That's what the colored pencils are for. We're going to fill the gaps in with those, so I think it'll be fun. He has red hair. I'm getting off topic. Pale skin. And then the girl that I've been drawing with him, Her name is Hayden, and she has kind of blonde hair and brown skin. I love that combination. I think it's so cute, just the contrast of the brown with the blonde. So it'll be fun to do her hair with colored pencil, and her hair is curly, so I thought that would be fun just to switch it up. It's funny, when I first made these characters, they're old to me. I came up with them back when I was in junior high school. And that was a long time ago. I'm going to be 30 tomorrow, you guys. I can't believe it. And so I came up with these characters when I was, 12 and 13 years old. And before, they used to look completely different. And there's a whole story behind them. It's just funny to see how the story itself has changed through the years. The actual story that they're a part of. And I like to take all my characters and put them into random things sometimes. If I don't know what to write and I'm just in a block, I'll just make up a little funny side story, and that's what ended up happening with them, and that's how this project came about. And then I kind of just went off the deep end with it, and I said, you know what, this side project's actually kind of funny. Why don't I make that like a webtoon story? Because I want to make a webcomic this year. This is my year to finally finish stuff. I'm done with nursing school. I have time to devote to my hobbies. And I decided that I'm going to do things this year. And I got a bit carried away with writing this little short story. But it's been so much fun. And I haven't had this much fun ever making something. I really can't believe it. I was like, who am I? I don't know what it was about finishing a school. It really just kind of gave me a confidence boost as far as what I'm able to do. And that sounds so corny when I say it out loud, but it's the honest to God truth. I just like, oh wow, I did it. I really did something. I mean, I have a hard time finishing things. My attention span is just awful. And also just, you get so many ideas when you're creative. You're always just bouncing from this one to that one, and it's hard to keep your focus sometimes. At least for me. And I end up biting off a lot more than I can chew 99% of the time. Or I just get burnt out right away. It's just, I don't know, I start working on it and then I get that overly critical eye and I say, this is terrible, why am I wasting my time? And now I think I'm finally moving past that. Alright, so here goes. Let's see. We're just going to dive in. I don't even know where to start. This skin color might not work. Sorry, I'm trying to set a playlist up real quick for my headphones because I can't sit here and just listen to myself talk the entire time. I'm sure you all don't want to hear that either. I don't know how these 5 below markers are going to work. I'm sure they're not archival, but we'll find out. I don't even know if they're real alcohol markers. I just buy stuff sometimes because I say, that's cheap, let me try it. But it might end up being a waste of money. So this year's the year I'm making a webcomic. This year's the year I'm finally using these dang on alcohol markers. Some of these I've had seriously since 2016. I cannot believe they even still work. But hey, they still work. I'm going to use them. I've been storing them flat, so maybe that's why the ink hasn't really had a chance to run down and dry. I don't know. People say keep them that way so the ink stays in both parts of the marker. I don't even know if that's really true. I'm not a marker expert, y'all. I can't even. Sorry, I'm signing into Google. These stupid headphones, they have no chill. If you don't hook it up and sync it within 2 seconds, it shuts off on you. It's annoying. So anyway, yeah, these characters, they're really old. And I've just been putting them in random stories. And I have a lot of other characters too that I've been doing the same thing with, but this one has been the most fun project so far. Look. And I'm going to tell you what I said was true because I put a haul in that other video and within a few hours it already had 30 views. So I'm like, that's the ticket, y'all. Y'all want views? Make a haul. Now I don't know. Here's my problem is I never use markers, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing, you guys. I'm trying to figure out, should I do the shadow first or, I don't know, the proper order here. I gotta keep an eye on this camera too because I don't know when it's gonna shut off and start re-recording. And now this thing wants to have freaking connection issues. Are you kidding me? I can't. I'm just gonna do, I guess I'll just do these shadows first. I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. How about that? There's not really a right or a wrong. It's just a drawing. And it's just for fun. So, well, it's for the comic, but who cares? Honestly, I don't know why I get so critical with my stuff, because when I look at manga and I see some of these illustration books and things like that, there's not always 100% masterpieces in there. It just seems like it because it's finished. But if you really look at some of these, you'll say, oh wow, there's mistakes. There's some of these colors don't match up, or this arm looks weird and this looks weird. It's like, I don't know why I sit here and hold myself to the standard of somebody getting paid to do it, and I shouldn't. So I told myself I'm not doing that now, with the exception of one drawing that I do want to fix. So I don't know if I can fix it without redrawing it, but I'm gonna try, I guess. And I'll show you in a minute. It was one of those sketchy ones that I just did the other day. The angle of the head isn't right, but I already put ink on the paper, so I can't really fix it without redrawing it. Well, we'll see. I might be able to salvage it. I'm trying to be less critical, because being overly critical of myself has really stopped me from making a lot of things. And it's just counterproductive. I mean, it's good to a point if you're trying to improve, if you're making a concentrated effort to improve something. But if you're just bashing everything that you do, it serves literally no purpose other than just destroying your self-esteem. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of doing that. I'm going to be 30. I'm an adult now. Just suck it up. Some stuff sucks. You don't get it right the first time. You can do it again later, but you don't have to redo it every time. Sometimes it's okay to just have it be, I was going to say subpar, but I'm like, that's not really the right word. That's kind of insulting in itself. It's okay to have it not be perfect, because I'm not a professional. I'm a hobbyist. And even if I was a professional, can't get it right every time. This is kind of fun, but I don't know how I like these colors. They don't really blend. But again, as I already said, I don't have a huge range of colors. We're just gonna see what we can do here. I hope I can. I need to learn how to blend these things this year. This should be the year I learn how to blend markers, because I have no freaking idea. I have a blender too, but don't ask me what I need to do with it. It's tolerable so far. I wish I could color my whole comic with markers. It'd be a lot faster than me trying to color it on the computer. Even as bad as I am with these. I wonder if I have a really light pink. That'd be kind of cute. Give him some rosy cheeks. So he's got these little furry fans. He has like a little masquerade mask on for this performance. And all the different scenes that he dances in, I have him wear different kind of outfits. I thought that'd be kind of funny. There's those themes. And that was that one picture where you see... oh, this is a nice little shadow. That one picture I showed on the other video I did where he had that Donald Duck and the Mickey Mouse type of thing going on. I shouldn't do that. That's just asking to get trouble, but I thought it was funny. And I had fun just coming up with different theme nights for the club that he works at. Never did a project like this before, but it's just funny to me. Nothing to be taken seriously. I kind of like this whole base layer thing though, and then just add the details later on with the pencils. Because look how much time this is about to save. And my hand won't hurt so bad. I spent all day in an EKG class. Oops, I didn't mean to color his eyeball. I have no patience coloring with markers, as you can see. I'm using this big tip for stuff I really should be using this tiny one. But that's okay. So my brain was hurting. I got home. I just felt so exhausted. I had to take a little nap. It's like we learned about EKGs in school, of course, but man, the amount of detail and things you have to know when you actually apply that to nursing, all the measuring, that's what gets you. You have to take your calipers and you have to measure each segment of the heartbeat. And basically the EKG is just the electrical component of the heartbeat. And every section of it represents a different piece of the beat, I guess is the easiest way to explain it. And I don't know, it's just a lot of information, and there's so many different heart rhythms, and you have to know the medications, the interventions, what causes them, what you're supposed to do if you run into that on your shift, and what the heck you're looking at. Like, you have to be able to look at that strip and know that something's wrong just by looking at those lines. And you think about EKG, like, it's like, here's your P wave, and you got your QRS. This is terrible, but your S, your T wave, and then it goes out. And then, but there's sometimes where it's like, it might look like this, or it might look like this. And each part of this means something, and you have to know all that. So, I don't know, it's just a lot. We have 3 days of that. I'm enjoying it, though. It's just intense, especially when you're there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like I said probably 100 times already, I'm a night shift person. I've been a night shift person for the last few years, and I'm stuck on days, and my brain's barely even working at that hour because that's when I'm supposed to be going to bed. And it's like I'm there trying to learn about freaking heart rhythms. And when I say I was exhausted when I got home, oh my god, I had to take a nap. I took a 2-hour nap, woke up, went to the store and got something to eat. And now here I am. I said, you know what? It's time to do something fun, because I got to do this stuff to keep my sanity, or I'm just gonna lose it. I'm telling you. These hours are all wrong. I just want to stay in and work on my project. I'm so inspired to do art, and I'm training for a new role. And there's been a lot of nerves with that. I think I've been dealing with it okay, but I get so anxious sometimes. It's like you get anxious to the point where you're just frozen, and you don't want to do anything. You just kind of, at least I don't. I get almost like a hermit. And it's not even anything other than just being anxious. There's no reason for it. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. It's paralyzing. It's crazy. I don't like feeling like that. I don't always get that way, but when I do, nope. I said, that's enough of that. We ain't dealing with that. So I'm going to do something fun, take my mind off of some things, and just relax a little bit. So here we go. That's what this is. Oh, purple. I don't know about that. I'm going to change up the colors of these feathers. They don't really look like feathers, y'all, but that's okay. We'll fix them. It's chibi. You don't have to get all in detail, right? That's why I'm going to keep telling myself anyway. I don't know if I should make his hair this red, or if I should, I have that deep red. That's more like a burgundy, though. I don't have a lot of colors that we're working with here, so we're just going to kind of make do. Should have probably used, oh, this would be okay. It's more like an orange, though. He's a ginger. This is almost the same color. Okay, we'll keep that to the side. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry if you can hear my headphones. I just gotta have some stuff going in the background. I've been on my dubstep lately. I cannot. I feel it. Just want to get up and start jumping around and spazzing out. Sorry for my congested sounding voice. I don't know, my sinuses are acting up this week for some reason. I guess the weather's finally breaking here. We had snow, and then the very next day, now it's nice and sunny. Well, it was. What did I do with this dark skin tone? Because I forgot to color his hand in. Oops, oops, oops. Oopsie. Oh, sniff, sniff, sniff. Alright, so this could have been a good shadow color, I guess, if I wanted to. I don't know why I'm doing shadows with these. I should be using my stupid pencils. That's the whole point. I was going to blend these things together. This is still well. I pulled out the Lyra Rembrandt ones. I wanted to try to use those. I never really did anything with those yet besides some teeny tiny little sketch. So I thought it would be fun to use those today. On this and on the other one. So we'll see. We shall see. Alright, how close is this? It's close, but I think when I add shadows, I won't really notice it that much. Maybe I should use the red and the orange together. Red for the dark parts, orange for the in-betweens. I don't know. This is a whole all-around experiment because I don't even have a single... I guess I have a Sweets illustration I did with some markers a few years ago, but I don't have anything that I've done like character-wise. I remember I bought this huge set off of Wish back in 2016, around the same time I got these other markers. And I used them a couple times, and then they just sat in a bag for the other years, and most of the markers dried up. So I don't want that to happen again, because these things are, I mean, even cheap ones are expensive, and anything you pay money for, you know, if you waste it, it's a waste of all that time you've spent making that money. And as much struggling as I'm doing with these stupid classes right now, I ain't trying to sit here and waste that money. Alright, we're making some headway. Trunks. Okay. Where'd that orange marker go? I don't know how that's gonna look, but we'll do it anyway. Maybe I should have made it yellow. I think yellow would have been too much. Like I said, I don't know nothing about blending these. I have a colorless blender. Don't ask me which drawer it's in on here, though. I have no clue. But what the heck. We'll just play around and do whatever we want. Right? Right. No rules. Okay. Where's that other? Right, a deeper red I was going to use for the shadows. Was it this one? It could be this one. Well, maybe this will just end up being a full-on marker illustration at this rate, because I'm not going to have anything left to fill in. I hope this is capturing everything, because I keep whipping this thing around. I can't see the camera, so bear with me. Sorry. And I work a little fast. I thought I was going to be someone that would be able to do tutorials and stuff, but I just don't. I'm usually off in my own little world, and it's hard to slow your steps down when you have a little system. It's hard to remember to explain it to people. So I don't think the tutorial scene will be for me. But at least I can share my process if anyone cares to know. Oh shoot, did I turn on that focus thing? I think I did at the beginning. I hope it's working. Anyway, that's the progress we've got so far. I might have to turn off one of these lights. I have 2 lights on right now. And I hope it doesn't do that stupid thing where it just does that rolling light that you can see. It doesn't show it when I'm filming, but after I go back and I watch it, all I see is like a rolling light across the screen. I don't know what that's called, but I noticed it when I was doing my video later to upload it. It's really annoying. I don't know. Thanks to anyone who watches these, because honestly, I don't know anything about editing videos, and my editing is non-existent. It really freaking sucks. So if you can sit through all that terrible stuff going on with the camera, all the zooming in and out, the rolling light thing that I don't know how to describe, I don't know the name for it, then you're a champ, and you deserve some commendation. I should have left some blank spaces so I could add some colors to these feathers. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Maybe I can do it with the pencils. I think the pencils would be opaque over top of that. We'll try it. If they don't work, we'll use paint. I don't have any Posca pens. I was like, that would work, but those things, I'm too cheap to buy those. Acrylic paint markers. I've seen some off-brand ones, but I just don't know how good they'd be. But it's not even a supply that really interests me that much. I see other people do some cool stuff with it, though. I'm just not a marker person, and I keep trying to be. Even with these, I want to be a marker person. They're a lot easier to use than colored pencils as far as, like, your hand. Okay. Gotta find his fingers. Can't see his fingers in here. I just want to make the outline stand out a little bit more. It's kind of getting lost. Little cheeks. Will YouTube censor a cartoon booty? I guess we'll find out. I mean, it's fake, so... Okay. I don't know how I feel about the outline, but we're getting... whatever. We're gonna figure it out. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna sit here and keep overanalyzing all this stuff. We got a blue. I got some... Wow, these lay down pretty nice on top of these. I am pleasantly surprised. This is some cardstock I have. I don't really know the weight off the top of my head because I don't have the package anymore. So, but whatever weight Hobby Lobby brand cardstock is, that's what I drew this on. So it's holding up pretty well. Underneath, though, of course, everything always bleeds through with the markers, so that's not so pretty. But nobody's gonna see the back of it, so I don't really care. So far, so good, though. I really haven't given these pencils a fair shot at all, so I'm kind of excited to finally do them some justice. I want to do that thumbnail where they always show the before and after of the picture, but the before picture is just like really ugly looking, and the after picture is some pixelated looking thing. Like they disguise it where you can't tell what it looks like. I don't know how to do that though. I need some lessons. I'm sure there's a YouTube video on how to do it. I watched a YouTube video on how to compress your video files. Y'all, when I tell you I have no experience. Everything is just me looking at somebody else doing it and then trying to figure it out. Thankfully, that thing's not that hard. The app does it all for you. You just have to put it in there and figure out what quality you want. Hardest part with the art videos, though, is figuring out the lowest quality you can go without sacrificing everything in the image. Because if stuff's not going to show up, it's like, what's the point of me putting all this work into it if I'm not even going to do it justice by giving it the proper video? But I can't wait 6 hours for a 4 gigabyte video to upload to YouTube. I wish I would have realized that a lot sooner. I could have been churning out a lot more content, but it was taking me that long to upload one video because I'm an idiot and didn't realize I had to compress it. I thought I liked the blue highlight, but I don't, or the blue shadow. I don't think I care for it though, so we're just going to use this colored pencil over top of everything. I didn't even say what these color names are. This is Venetian red. That was some kind of blue. I don't know. You can figure it out. Anything similar. I mean, you don't have to have the exact same color. It's not like somebody's drawing this picture exactly anyway, so. I'm not good at that stuff either. I just kind of grab and go. I don't really sit here and... Unless it's a super big piece or something that I don't really want to mess up. But I haven't done that in a long time, so... I don't even know how I'd approach that anymore. I do want to do some big colored pencil pieces, but... My hands... My hands struggle now. So is this what 30 is going to be for me? Arthritis and finger pain. Such great things to look forward to. Getting there. I think I'd spend this much time on such a goofy picture, but it's kind of fun. I don't think I should have outlined the rest of him like that. But, oh well, can I do it now? Sometimes I'm a little too impulsive with the finished line art. I used to be so paranoid about that too, because sometimes I would just grab something and just rush that decision and then regret it. So then I started photocopying all my work, and I did that for a really long time. I'd scan all the line art and then I'd photocopy it. So then I was like, well, I'll mess up on the photocopy and then it won't matter if I make a mistake. I don't really do that anymore. But I guess I could if I was really that worried about it. I'm just like, I'm tired of taking it so serious, you know? I just want to have fun with it. I don't know why I was acting like I couldn't, like, remake this stuff. You can always redraw it. It's not that big a deal. Or trace it. I got myself one of those little light pads, too. So I was like, shoot, if I mess it up that bad, just trace it and have it again. You don't need to sit here photocopying, scanning everything, and just freaking out about it. Just taking all the joy out of the process. Like, sometimes half the fun is messing up on something and having a story behind it, and then you can say, oh, look at this piece of crap I made. Anyway, I'm just trying to lighten up. You gotta lighten up. Taking it way too serious. Like the Venetian red. It may not have been a great choice, but we're going with it. Let's figure it out. You want to take a little pink, though. I don't even know if there's a pink in this set. I wanted to give him a little bit of blush or something. Make him cute. Nope. That's weird. There's really not a baby pink in here. This is a 36 set. Okay. I'll just steal it from somewhere else. Like my favorite kids now. Because of course you know they're right here. My Black Widows are back behind the marker thing too. I just didn't feel like digging them out. My desk is just trashed. It just looks like a tornado swept through here. Got more of a warm pink. She's got all red. I just thought it would be cute. Give him a little blush. Alright, Hal, how you feeling so far? My eyes keep going cross-eyed. And I have the sniffles. Alright, and I want to darken up the strap for this. That's not the right blue. Is it? I don't even know. Darn it. Don't be like me, people. Pay attention to what colors you use. Okay. Oh, shoot. How did I manage to give him skin color everywhere but the eye area? I don't know what the heck. I'm doing, y'all. I'm gonna focus for a few minutes, so be quiet. Thanks to anyone who's stuck in this long. We're almost at the 36-minute mark. Almost done with this one. I think the other one I'll have to record in a separate video. I just don't want it to take too long to do both of these, but I'll upload them both at the same time. And we can actually say, wow, she made something for her channel, which she never freaking does. Super excited for that. I should have left that outline alone. Oh well, it's okay. Let's try to give some shadows to these masks to make it look like it's a little bit reflective gold. Trying to get better with that sort of thing. Light and shadow, and reflections and texture and all that fun stuff, you know? I used to give him these black streaks in his hair that made absolutely no sense. I think because I created him in a time when that emo hair and everything was popular. People had random color streaks, and I was just giving people all kinds of color streaks just because the internet is really being garbage today. It just keeps freezing up in the middle of the playlist. Annoying. Alright. So, does this hair make sense? Absolutely not. Does yellow show up on here? Kinda. Come on, Hal. That's not gonna work. I tried. Alright, let me see. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to get too crazy shading it. It's supposed to be just two-dimensional. I should have left it with the markers. It honestly was fine, but, you know, like, I just can't help myself. I gotta do the most for the most basic thing. I was kind of interested just to see how these pencils worked with everything, but they actually aren't too bad. I just can't get over, and I notice this every time I use them, they feel so lightweight in my hand. It just feels like I could snap them if I press too hard. I try to be kind of careful with them, but they feel so fragile. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. And, I mean, they're really not, the leads haven't broken on me, but I haven't done anything where I've applied extreme pressure or anything. Alright. I want to add some more detail here. Maybe I can use some paint. What paint is around? Just maybe some little doodly dots or something. Didn't I have some paint over here? I don't know. This desk is just, it's a nightmare. I'm ashamed of myself. I don't know what happened, but took out a couple things with the intention of using it all, and basically used none of it. This is gouache. It looks disgusting, I know, but it'll do the job. Or I hope it will. I was trying to figure out if I should make a background. This is awfully plain. Maybe I'll put like a stage back there or something. I don't know. I didn't really think this through. I just wanted to color. I just wanted to color. So I just leave my gouache in these open pans, and I have a bunch of different palettes that I had pre-made. That one's empty, but there's just like colors, and I had skin tones and that, but I think I used them all up. Then there's like some purple, some greens, and I don't know. And then I just grab whatever tray I want and add water back and reconstitute it. It mostly works out. It's better if you let the water sit on there for a few minutes, though, and soak in there. I thought I was just going to use the pencils and the markers, but I guess we're just busting out everything today. It's officially become a mixed media project. I should have busted out the gold paint. That would have been fun. I thought I would just do like some stuff with these feathers. I thought it would be fun. Give them some color. Maybe it'll look like glitter or something on top. since I didn't think to put a lighter color down before I did that full red everywhere. Thought I had white on one of these, but I don't think I do. Never known myself to use gouache with no white. Oh, it's hiding. It's just all crusty dusty. It's probably not going to work. It's going to look chalky. It's going to look gray. Yeah, it might. I don't know. We'll see. Just need some little highlights in his hair. And maybe just some lighter flecks of yellow to look glittery. I should just bust out the paint tubes. I don't know why I'm being so lazy. I'm like, let me use these dirty paints over here, because I don't feel like getting out the tubes, which are only a few feet away. Apparently, that's asking a little bit too much, don't you know? And I feel like he also needs something blue in here, so we're going to take some of this blue. This is a pretty chaotic color with me. I didn't plan on using all this stuff, but sometimes you just go with it. All right. What time is it? Did this cut off yet? I don't know when this cuts off. Maybe it's after 2 hours. It's still going so far. I kind of want to do a blue background. I think that would be cute. Just something blue. But I don't know. I'm nervous. So, before I commit to that, I'm just going to grab a gray, I guess, and do some shadows around these letters. Oops, calm down. And That doesn't really fit on there, but, you know, it does today. Okay. For the record, I'm sure this name is not even an original name for a male club. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I just assumed that's not that original. So if it is, please don't sue me. It's just for fun. Give it as free promotion. How about that? It can just be like a light blue background, like the color of this elephant. Or maybe that would be too similar. I thought I got it different enough where it wouldn't really... Maybe I can do these letters blue. I just want more of this blue in here to break up all the red. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, it's going to dry lighter, and I went over that. Maybe I could do like a green. Maybe that'd be too much. Do I have a light green? That might work. If I have one. Probably don't. That's the other thing too. These markers don't always dry how they look on here. They dry darker. I think the green's going to be too much. It's going to detract too much. It's not light enough. That's the lightest green there is for what I'm working with. It might look good. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Or yellow. Yellow could work. A light yellow. It could work. I mean, that would stand out without being too much, too similar to the blue. Oh, geez, no. Too bright. I don't have enough colors. The ones I have are the most intense version of the color that you can possibly have. What the heck? There's a lemon yellow. That will blind everybody. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't know. Maybe we'll put that on the back burner for right now. For right now, he won't have that. We'll go with the letters blue. That could be something nice to stand out. There was a better light blue that was in here. This one. Erase these pencil lines. I still didn't get all the pencil lines out. How is that possible? Nope, this was a mistake. The readability already gone. I don't want to say this was a failed experiment, but It's not my best experiment. This is why people plan out what colors they're going to use before they start coloring a picture, but I guess I just don't have the patience to do that when it's not something super serious. We'll do it with the next one. We'll do it right. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Maybe I will do that light blue. I think it will help tie some things together here. But I need my ruler before I can do it. I don't know how far down I should have it come. It's hard to tell, but there is a vision here, sort of. If my chaotic method makes any sense to anybody, it kind of seems like I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. That would be 90% correct. All right. I don't know how I feel, but I don't know. I don't think it was the worst choice that I made on this piece. Now, if only I could get some other blended colors up in here. I don't know. I think this is the lightest tone of all the colors that I have. So definitely, if I try to work with these in the future, I think I'm going to have to just get some more shades. I just don't have enough colors. Everything is so close in tone. I think I talked about that before in my supply video. It's like I have either, it's all midtones and darks, and I just have a handful of light. Oh God, no, that won't work. I thought I could add something in there just to kind of, nope. There's not going to be anything to add. I just have this good, but that's not going to go with these, and I'm not going to, I think I already got a little too crazy. It would have been kind of cool to do some grays, maybe like a gray tone, the gray scale, like stage in the back and a little pole and everything, but I don't think I have enough light grays to do it without ruining, if it isn't already ruined, you know? But it was fun. Look at that. It was fun. Okay, so that's this part for now. We got a whole hour. I'm going to switch over, clean up a little bit here, switch over and color the other one. And go from there, I suppose. That's the first thing I've colored in a really long time, seriously, besides that, what was that one I did, that ugly doodle I did? It was with crazy art pencils and stuff. It was a couple months ago. It was terrible. It was just terrible. Every time I look at it, I'm like, why did I post that? I just wanted to make something, and I was knee-deep in school at that time. And I just need to have that outlet. If I don't get it, I just start going freaking crazy, I'm telling you. Alright, we're going to take the markers off of the table. I'm just feeling cluttered. I have no room to move. Now, the real question is, should I color the next picture with these Lyra Rembrandts? I really haven't. I didn't use them that much on here. So maybe I will use them on this next one. And we'll see what we think. So, I don't know how to zoom in on here. Oh, that's how you do it. There we go, my little chibi guy. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to get this cleaned up.